Hi there, it's Melody with Socksbox, and in this video we are going to go over how to set up the guest profile. Before you get started, you will need to identify how you are going to collect data. Will it be for the entire family, including name and date of birth of each individual? Or will it be just the primary information along with age breakdowns? Or will it be just the primary information? If you are someone who takes the name and date of birth for each individual in the household, in Food Bank Manager we call this Method 1. If you are someone who only takes the primary information along with age breakdowns, in Food Bank Manager we call this Method 2. If you do not need to report age groups, you can disable both Method 1 and Method 2. Total individuals is naturally part of the profile and you cannot remove that at this time. The guest record is customized in two locations in Food Bank Manager. The first one is Settings, and then choosing the tab of Guest. We call these our static fields. Static fields are fields that we have available to you for use. Some of them are automatically displayed on the guest profile, while others you can choose to hide or show. Currently, my guest profile is set up to Method 1, and I am requiring first and last name. Middle name, date of birth, address, city, state, and zip are all showing but are not required. In this required fields area, date of birth is the only one that can be set to hide. As you scroll down the page, you will notice that you have optional fields. There are many fields here to choose from, all having a hide or show option. Some also allow you to decide whether they are required or not required. We have a couple of fields that can also be turned on for others in the household if you are a Method 1 type. Those are gender and nationality and race. As you continue to scroll down the page, you will come to income and expenses. We offer 10 incomes and 10 expenses. Your trial will come with income and expenses turned on, but if you do not take income and expenses, you can set them to hide. We do have a main field that controls all 10 income and expenses. By setting this to hide, you will turn them all off regardless of what they say below. You can also customize the labels to meet your needs. Simply remove what we have and put in your own label. It is good to note that income and expenses are number fields. If you do not take actual amounts and you need something more like a yes/no option, I will show you how to customize that in a few minutes. As you continue to scroll down the page, you will come to Custom Fields and Guest Forced Edit. Custom Fields in this section allows you to make 5 text box fields that you can set to required or not required. The Guest Forced Edit I will explain in another video. The second place that you go for building out your guest profile is Settings, Custom Fields, Guest. This is where you can add all the custom fields that you need. To create a custom field, click the link next to the gold key. The first thing you'll do is give your field a name. The next thing you'll do is choose your field type. As you can see, there are many options for you to choose from. Once you have selected your field type, you can determine if this field is required or not required. Remember, anytime you set a field to required in Food Bank Manager, you will have to have an answer in order to save that guest record. If you are using Method 1, you can also set this field to be answered for others in the household. Simply click on the drop-down and change the answer from hide to show. Answer options is used for radio buttons, checkboxes, and select box fields. This is where you already have predetermined answers that you want to show for your field. This is an example of each. A select box is where you can use a drop-down to choose one answer. A radio button also only allows one answer, but you are able to see all of the answers out front. Check boxes show you all of the answers as well, like the radio button does, but you are able to check multiple answers. This is an example for setup for answer options. Please don't hesitate to call if you have additional questions. The group role field determines which permission sets can see this field. When you select a group that is not the default, that means everyone that is at this level or above will be able to see the question, and any group below this level will not be able to see the question. We do not suggest setting a field that's set to a higher group permission to required. Status just determines if a field is being used or not. If it's set to show, it's going to show in the guest record, and if it's set to hide, it will no longer show. Once you have completed your field setup, hit the Submit button, and your question is now available in the guest record. I hope this video has been helpful in customizing your guest profile. As always, don't hesitate to reach out with further questions. Thank you.